Let's focus first, shall we, on Real Madrid. Eden Hazard coming in. How good does he make them?
Well, you have a superstar playing in the attacking half for you if you're Real Madrid. Now, the question for Real Madrid, when you consider that Eden Hazard is going to solve a problem for you, is who plays on the opposite side. And so the options are there. You can have Vinicius, you can have maybe a resurgence of Marco Asensio, or perhaps even, let's throw the name, yes, Gareth Bale. Could he play on the other side opposing Eden Hazard? And if that's the case, you're looking at a team that has a whole lot of options. The questions also for them is defensively. And they address some of those questions with Ederli Militao. They also addressed it with Ferland Mendy. But are they really going to play ahead of what Real Madrid has available? And then the other big question for me is, are they going to get the very best out of Toni, Kroos and Luka Modric? If they do, then Real Madrid should be very encouraged to what they have done in the offseason. I think this is a team that needed to press the reset button. They needed a rest. They needed to relax. They needed to take a step back. I think they've done all of those things. And they've given themselves an opportunity. And oh, by the way, maybe Luka Jovic becomes an option for them also up top. Maybe, and I know this is hard to think about when Zinedine Zidane is a coach, but maybe Jovic steps in and now Karim Benzema is no longer first option up top.
The thing for Real Madrid is that they have set the bar so low. After setting it so high in the Champions League, they were terrible last season everywhere. Have they done enough, in your opinion, to put them back in the upper echelon of European clubs?
I think so. I think for them the key is going to be the middle three, who last year just fell off a cliff, quite honestly. But I think they've all had a decent break. Modric cannot have as bad a season this year as he did last year. And with Casemiro and Kroos, I think this three will get back to the best. That means that, yes, they could have done enough. When you sign Hazard, and absolutely I'm with Ali, 100%, Jovic has to play. Has to play. And he's got two changes at the back. You cannot play that back four.
Right.
One of the reasons they were so bad is because of the back four. They signed Mendy to play at left back, and they signed Militao to play in the middle. You better start off trying to fit them into the team. Because otherwise, if you're starting with pretty much the same lot as last year, then don't be shocked if you don't have a particularly good start.
There was a feeling, wasn't there, Shaka, when Zidane came back, that he was made a promise that, yes, we will be bringing in new quality players. Have they done enough for you?
Not enough, no. And as much as I understand the question and whether Real Madrid will be back amongst the big boys in European football, they'll always be in the conversation, almost purely because of who they are. But I don't see this Real Madrid team winning La Liga. I certainly don't see this team winning the Champions League. And that ultimately is all Real Madrid is ever judged on. It's an improvement on what we saw from the last 12 months, no question. But is this team good enough to win silverware? No, not even with Zidane's golden touch.
I want to welcome Julien Laurens, who's our transfer expert, into the show to talk about Real Madrid. Have they done enough, in your opinion, Jules?
I mean, they've spent over 350 million euros already, and a lot of those players were wanted by Zinedine Zidane. He put them on the list when he came back to the club in March, and he made it very clear to Florentino Perez that he was only coming back if the president and the club were ready to back him up massively in the summer transfer window, which they've done. I still think they need another midfielder. Whether they can do Paul Pogba, that's another matter, but he's certainly the one player that Zidane wants now, for sure. If he could pick just one, he would be Paul Pogba. But I think on all the other positions and the back four and going forward, obviously, as well. And let's not forget Rodrigo, who they signed the summer before, but just joined this summer, the wonder kid from Brazil. You know, he looks pretty good, and he certainly looks much better than what they had last season.